Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Valero Alamo Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Lee Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will take the field first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl put, you got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Dropping back, it's Bush. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pettis. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Red Raiders are on the move. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Aurora. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. Gets the back moving. A little release to the back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You can tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Power football with the run. Not enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Back to throw, it's Bush. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch, it's Pettis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. Rushes on him. It's caught. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Washington State has it all working right now. Give to the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Bush. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long back. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires on the move. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Bush. Completes it in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. First down. Got his man quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Working the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost a throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Turning. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a man on the left. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points, half. They've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moncrief. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. With a pick 6.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Bush. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quarterback may change this route. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Hey, McMillan's got room. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give to the tailback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Moncrief. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense, this quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Line gets set. First down. On the ground, it's Young. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end now in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the back. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cook. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Bush. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State will have to boot it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Trying to... There he goes! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Red Raiders have moved it inside the 20. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. They'll leave it with him. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Bush. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.